Hey guys, this is Mike from Creative Adventures. We're back again. Got a new tool today. Got out of the mailbox. Got one of them wonderful ones off of Temu. So we're gonna open this guy up. It's supposed to be a belt sander because I've been working on those little models and stuff like that. So I need to be able to sand down those little fine edges on the really small wood. So let's see what we actually got today. Sent us all kinds of goodies here. Oh, looks like we're gonna have some assembly required. So let's see what we actually got. I think they gave us enough bubble wrap. Better too much than not enough. Oh, look at that. It's actually half the size I thought it was gonna be. I thought this thing was gonna be a little bigger. So we're gonna get this thing set up and actually test it. And sand down on a little bit of wood, try to get some actual 90-degree cuts on this. And I'm gonna get this thing plugged in and we'll be right back. All right guys, so finally got everything all lined up out here. Got out the wonderful little power box. Took me a minute, but the way to change the speed on this is actually by changing the voltage. It's got 12, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and 24. So we'll see how that works. We're gonna do that together. And looking at this thing, the way I have been for the last couple minutes, there is no way to adjust if this thing is off balance. The only way I could see to adjust that would be to actually bend this plate. They did, however, allow us to adjust the angle of approach here, which I'm gonna square that up here real quick. Just grab a square. We are really far out here. We're nice enough to give us a bunch of tools though, which is kind of like that IKEA thing. Everybody gets about 1,000,001 tools. So just bring that up to square. Make sure it's nice and square, tighten that up. And there we go. So I'm actually gonna turn this thing on. One thing I did notice, and I hope it's not true, but there's an on-off switch here and it goes both directions, I think, which is very dangerous because you really don't want the belt going backwards because it'll pick the work up away from you. If that's the case, don't use it that way. We'll check it out. So we're gonna plug this guy in and turn it on. Let's see what we got. Actually, it's running and that is going that way. So let's try the other way. And it is going backwards. So I highly recommend not going that way on this one because I know that my sons are going to be using this. I'm actually going to take that leg off that side, so it is impossible for them to run this belt sander backwards. So let's turn this back on and then see how much power we can run through this guy. So let's get that on. Walking across the table, love it. So for the kind of work that I'm gonna be doing, going super fast like that, it probably will end up burning the work that I'm working on. So now that I've got it level here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to actually use it. Oops, let me go ahead and throw those on the floor. Guys, remember, safety first. We don't want stuff in your eyes. So let's see if it actually do some sanding here. Actually not too bad. Did have some rough cut edge there. Yeah, for the kind of fine intricate work I'm going to be doing, this is going to work perfect for me. I probably will never turn this thing up super high. Using that bevel, I'm sure that you could tilt that down, use it for sharpening a knife or something like that. One thing I did notice while I was doing this is the actual back plate has quite a bit of play before you actually hit that. So if you're actually pushing into that work, ooh, and that is loose again, will actually round the top and bottom of your edge. So I would go slow with this. 1 out of 10 scale, I would give this about a 4 on being practically safe, for safety, practical application for what I'm using. I give it an 8. I wish it was a little bit bigger when I bought it. I didn't spend that much on it though, but for what I'm going to be using it for, it's going to work perfect. And then again, I'm going to make sure that I disable that backwards motion. That is very, very unsafe. Until then, like, subscribe. If you have any more questions about this tool, just leave us a comment. And I can even let you know where I got it, which is off Temu. But I can give you a link if you want. All right, guys, just a little jump in the middle here. There's one thing I forgot to do is actually try to take a belt on and off. They did send us tons of belts. We've got, in the kit came with 120, 240, 400, 800, and 1,000. Some of these are so close. I don't think there's much difference between the 1,000 and the 800, but you guys can be the deciding factor on that. So to change out a belt, I'm assuming, because in their beautiful instructions they gave us, it doesn't really say how to take the belt on and off. So I'm assuming you just press this back. Yep. Try to hold it as best you can, I guess, without holding the belt. Slide that guy off. So that's kind of interesting. They have all ball bearings up here at the top. Hopefully they're all sealed. Yeah, they're sealed bearings. And then going to like a 120 grit. Try to get this guy on here. That spring's pretty tight. There we go. So that's as easy as a belt change is going to be. Let's see if it actually centers. Again, I think it's going to do everything that I need it to do. That's about it, guys. Thank you. So guys, just a quick little update on this little tool. I know that we all love getting stuff and we always love extras, but the little Allen key set we got here, this is the biggest one they sent me. I was kind of toying around with this a little bit because I was considering taking this off and actually mounting it. The difficulty of that is it's got bolts on the bottom, and I wanted to make sure that I was checking the switch out because I determined that I'm gonna have to replace it so that it is only an on and off switch, no reverse. But the biggest key they gave us doesn't fit only but one bolt here, and then the next one down does fit these, but I can't tighten up the rollers. And then they sent me 3 keys that go to absolutely nothing. So thank you, Temu, for the extra tools and not sending me the one I need to actually tighten this down as this gets looser over time. Good thing I've got more Allen keys, but sent me 3 I don't need. Anyways, guys, that's just a quick little update. I thought it was kind of funny they sent us the wrong tools, and I am going to make this a safer tool for me and my family. Thanks, guys.